Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, man, hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. We're going to be talking about how to keep your gains after a SARM cycle. Now, this doesn't apply to SARMs only cycles. You shouldn't be doing that shit anyway to begin with. But this applies if you're using the test base. It's got to be testosterone, not like a Rimidex or any of this bullshit either I fucking hear on YouTube. It's ridiculous. You got to use testosterone, okay? So, listen. If you're running a test and a SARM cycle, this is going to be how you can keep some of those gains. Not all of them, but you're going to be able to keep a good amount of them. So this also mostly applies to beginners, newbies, not really people that have been blasting and cruising for years because, you know, it's just not going to be as effective. So listen, this comes from my own personal experience and it worked, and I bet it'll work for you too. So what I did was RAD 140 cycle, right? I used a test base. I was only using 125 mgs a week of test, and I slowly ramped up my RAD 140 dose to 30 mgs a day by the end of it. And now I ran that for about 8 weeks, and I put on some serious size. Like my strength went through the roof, and I got a pretty crazy look. You know, I really did. It worked pretty well. But so what I did, and the key here is when you come off the SARMs, you got to raise your test. And I'm not talking like crazy, like into a cycle, but keep it low during the SARMs. You know, when you're using the SARMs, keep it nice and low. Like I was at 125. And then when I came off, I bumped it to 200. Still technically like a TRT dose, but obviously significantly higher than 125 mgs. And because I did that, what ended up happening was I held on to a lot of the size, a lot of that muscle mass I gained from the SARMs. Not all the strength. Obviously, RAD 140 gives you a pretty big boost acutely in strength. That I did lose, obviously. But in terms of like the look, the size, muscle fullness, and density, I kept a lot of that. And the reason being was that I just upped my TRT dose, you know, after the SARM cycle was done. This is very effective. And I don't know why people don't talk about this, or, you know, I haven't heard it on YouTube before. But honestly, it works. And, you know, the key here is you don't want to start blasting, go right into another blast, right, of like 250 test or more, although that's not a blast in my opinion. You got to take at least 500 mgs of test. But that's another video. So you don't want to be taking more than like a TRT dose. Like around 200 is probably the max that you want to take after the SARM cycle, because you still want to give your body some time to recover, you know, from taking the SARMs. There's going to be some stress in the liver, etc. But another cool thing actually about testosterone is it does not stress the liver, even at really high doses. And this has been studied like extensively. So take home, right? You're going to do a SARM cycle. You got to use testosterone. But when you come off the SARM, raise your test dose just a little bit, you know, and you're going to be able to keep a lot of those gains. It's very effective. Give it a try. Let me know. Guys, subscribe, comment, like, all that shit. Till the next time.